When the Shiba Inu development team surprised everyone in the community, it was shocking. There was a massive theft of Shiba Inu from Coinbase. Everyone is freaking out. On top of that, today's stakes are almost 11 trillion Shiba Inus. Problem solvers are rushing to find solutions. Things are getting out of hand for Coinbase though. Is this something that affects Shiba Inus as well? Is it possible to get my hands on the stolen funds? We can discover that later. Here at Wealthy Coins, we are pleased to provide you with Shiba every day. If Shiba is something that piques your interest, you have come to the right place. Stay ahead of the curve in the cryptocurrency business and get the scoop on all the newest news predictions by subscribing. Hit that like button if you want to see more Shiba news stories. Today is going to be the most wild day for Shiba Inus. There was a price decline earlier. It did go down a little, but it's starting to mend little by little now. However, this is where things get weird. Despite the shaky market action, the Shiba Inu community remains calm. Actually, it is true in the inverse. Folks are feeling pumped up. The internet is currently buzzing with speculation, memes, and activity. Something major is going to transpire and everyone feels it. That wasn't the most shocking revelation from the Shiba Inu development team though. An immediate alert was sent to Coinbase by them. A large number of Shiba Inus were really stolen according to Coinbase. Anxieties was obviously the initial reaction. They didn't understand. A small number were terrified. On top of that, wallets were being searched repeatedly. It appeared as though the entire Shiba Inu ecosystem was about to collapse. It gets more weirder, so hold on a little longer. Initially, one analyst's observation was overlooked. Somewhere about 11 trillion Shiba Inu coins have recently made headlines. These tokens aren't just floating around. This amount is being closely monitored by both individual traders and larger institutions. Why? Why? Because it is located at a technological level that has great historical significance. Here is where Shiba Inu started a famous rally, about 4 times its value. At this time it appears to be resetting. What matters most is whether this is the right time. But the expert made it quite obvious. Shiba Inu's returned to that exact level not long ago. That when we hit it before, set off a tremendous explosion. And the current trend is the classic bounce. It is starting to lift off already. Sales are starting to flow more easily. The horror is fading. The wonderful energy is building quickly. Of course, at this point in time, nothing follows a straight path. However, Shiba Inu has actually done this before. It always comes back with an explosive move after being ruled out. What we are witnessing right now is eerily comparable to the calm preceding that previous massive outburst. Anxiety is building up inside of you. There has been a shift in attention and the volume is rising again. Where does the community stand? They're all set. What therefore can investors expect right now? The Shiba Inu looks like it's getting ready to do something major, to be honest. More than just hype these days. There is a confluence of psychological and technological factors here, creating a perfect storm. The past suggests that this resurgence might be the beginning of something far bigger. This is the time to talk about massive sums. Listen, there is some absolutely mind-blowing data that backs up Shiba Inu's recent bullish trend. There has been a recent change in open interest. It basically shows the amount of money and the number of agreements involved in trading Shiba Inus at the moment. Additionally, we are not talking about a minor increase. These holdings currently contain almost 11 trillion Shiba Inu tokens. Yes, precisely 11 billion. This wager is serious. Wow, that's a very convincing sign. Such a rise usually means one thing. Traders with a lot of capital are getting ready to act. Their fresh interest is evident in it. They are willing to put money on the chance that Shiba Inu could have a major life change down the road. One interesting thing is that a lot of this interest came just after the last drop. Many took advantage of the price drop instead of running away, especially on Play.ht. The open interest in just one exchange exceeds 50%. The accumulation of billions of Shiba Inus is being financed with millions of dollars. Feeling that certain while swimming? It is a risky maneuver, but it is also the kind that happens right before momentum changes. Joining in as well are other notable exchanges. All of them are experiencing activity due to the commitment of Shiba Inu coins worth billions and trillions of dollars. When a large number of traders from different platforms band together, it usually means that things are going downhill. What this means is that gamblers are putting their money on a bounce. So it's not your average bounce, they're hoping the Shiba Inu will wake up and maybe even come back to the surface. So the fact that 11 trillion coins are being attracted into open positions is not a fluke. Silence is not it. This is a conviction. It seems like there's room for this creature to flourish. The increasing volume makes it look like Shiba Inu might be gearing up for something major. The whales rekindled interest, the development team's chatter, and the community's enthusiasm. You should not ignore the charts or even the general emotion surrounding this coin at this moment. A major development may be on the horizon, but you should give this matter more consideration before moving forward. Like the ones we've already covered, this statistic is also very important. On the other hand, charts and prices don't matter. The issue is one of security. Anyone involved with Shiba Inus, whether as a breeder or a consumer, must be aware of the recent critical alert that was issued out to the community. Let me tell you what's going on. The first reports of an email scam using Coinbase as a guise have emerged. The message is directed for Bitcoin owners, namely those who own Shiba Inus, and it has been spreading rapidly. Moreover, this isn't your average spear phishing campaign. It appeared like a legitimate email, like the tone it mimics it, is associated with Coinbase and makes claims to be from their compliance team. Users are cautioned that they will be unable to transmit, sell or transfer cryptocurrency unless they confirm their account details. It sounds terrifying, doesn't it? Such is the nature of the operation of such scams. They hope to instill fear in people so that they would act impulsively. Unfortunately, con artists prey on unsuspecting victims when their emotions are running high, especially with the current level of attention Shiba Inus are receiving. The community received the notification from Shibarium TrustWatch, an X account dedicated to Shiba Inus that is continuously monitoring for threats like as these. They have made it clear that you are not to do anything, including click anything, reveal your login details or input your seed phrase. The objective of this deceit is to fool individuals as soon as possible. The game ends as soon as they have access. The Shiba Inu research group is now speaking out, which is great news. This is making headlines everywhere. Along with regular updates on the project's status, they have been stressing the need of staying vigilant and safe when working in the field. This is one of the things that sets the Shiba Inu breed apart. Efforts are being made to keep owners informed and ensure their safety. Not everything is speculation and mass panic, and I must admit that is quite potent. This proves it is more than just a medium of exchange. Leadership and structure are present, and developers here aren't afraid to call out suspicious behavior. Thus, keep your wits about you and your price action heightened when open interest is making a racket. Significant events like these are a favorite target for scammers, but you can protect yourself by only trusting trusted sources, verifying everything, and never disclosing essential information. The community of Shiba Inus is strengthened by such things. It is something that we face, talk about, and eventually conquer as a team. What follows is something that has the potential to pique your interest. There has been a recent upswing in Shiba Inu sentiment, but if this analysis holds, a big event might be on the horizon. Then you should look at this. According to Marx, a technical expert, Shiba Inus show signs of a classic design called the inverted head and shoulders. If you're not particularly fond of charts, that's okay. Just know that this pattern typically follows a long downward trend and signifies a major turnaround. That's all you need to know. The market is sending a message that it is sick of red. We are ready to improve this situation. The fact that this tendency is here to stay is the most bizarre part. It started to take shape in early 2022 and is now starting to really come together by the middle of 2025. The neckline of the pattern is being closely monitored, since it is believed to be the potential site of a breakout. If Shiba Inus could get past that barrier, the price of gold would be near that optimal range. A potential profit of over 5 times the present value is being considered. Think about that for a second. It's 5 times the current level. Naturally, though, it delves deeper than just lines on a graph. We are also seeing considerable power under the hood. Data stored on the blockchain lends credence to this. There was a marked uptick in activity from the beginning of 2025 until the middle of the year on the Shiba Inu network. A growing number of wallets are becoming active, more users are signing up, and the number of addresses with zero balance, an indication that wallets are getting ready, has started to rise.